Our Prime Minister Modi is doing a great job, and he already has a very strong relationship with Brazil. The relationship between India and Brazil has a better potential. We are reaching $15 billion. There is a huge potential to explore. Many Brazilians now are understanding the importance of G20. I'm sure that we're going to reach more than $100 billion in the next 15 years.
You're also the Consulate General of India SCGI as well.
Yes.
Talk about your role, sir, how it has been, and also trade aspect. How much is the trade, and how do you look at the potential of India in Brazil?
Okay. I have a very close Indian connection. My great-grandfather was born in Goa, in Panjim. So I'm working to foment this relationship since 2003, when we decided to create this association, the India-Brazil Chamber of Commerce. During this time, the trade between India and Brazil was less than $1 billion, and now we are reaching $15 billion in the trade. But we are just starting. In our opinion, we are just starting. There is a huge potential to explore. So because of that, the India-Brazil Chamber of Commerce is always organizing delegations, Brazilian delegations to India, and of course we are always receiving Indian delegations here in Brazil. I'm going to India more than 4 times a year, and last year we had more than 20 Brazilian delegations, business delegations, to India from many sectors, mainly the pharmaceutical sector, the mining sector, the oil and gas sector, energy, and of course agriculture. In our opinion, there is a huge potential in the agriculture sector in this relationship.
So when there is a culture connect as well, we can see lots of people also picking up Vedas and knowledge about India. They are also saying that many people are interested in knowing about India.
Yes.
Your thoughts regarding that?
Yes, it's increasing. We have a lot of great gifts from India. So I'm very happy to see that now a lot of Brazilians are trying to understand a little bit more about Mahabharata, about Ramayana, about the Vedas. We have many centers from Vedanta here in Brazil. It's increasing because now the people are understanding that yoga is very important, meditation is very important. This is the reason that the consulate and the embassy are always promoting the Yoga Day. As we have now the International Yoga Day on 21st of June, we are always promoting it here in Rio de Janeiro. 2 years ago, we had a beautiful Yoga Day at the Christ the Redeemer. It was amazing. So I'm very glad to see that many Brazilians now are understanding better about the Indian culture.
Last of it, of course, the Prime Minister Modi is coming to the US. What is the expectation from this visit? How do you look at it?
It's always good. It's always auspicious. Our Prime Minister Modi is doing a great job, and he already has a very strong relationship with Brazil, and mainly with our President Lula. They met many times in the last year, and I'm sure that we're going to have another very, very important relationship. And I know that President Lula is planning to be in India again, so I'm sure that we are really facing the best moment for this relationship.
Last time India hosted the G20 and we saw the New Delhi declaration. What would be your expectation, and what would be the expectation from India for G20 summit in Brazil?
Yeah, India did a very good job. I think it was the best G20 ever. We had many conferences in many states, in many cities, and here in Brazil we are trying to do the same thing. We are trying to to spread it, to foment the G20 for the people as well, for the Brazilian people as well. So we had in the last 3 days a lot of social movements here in Brazil, and I was very happy to see that many Brazilians now are understanding the importance of G20. And we are going to have the big summit again here in Brazil next year. So next year will be again a very important year for this relationship.
Regarding the trade numbers, any limit or target you have in mind for India, Brazil to utilize its full potential? Any trade numbers you have in mind?
Yes. We reached 2 years ago $14 billion in our trade. I think it's very small for the potential that we have. So I think that now we are in the moment to at least double it in the next 3 years. And I'm sure that we're going to reach more than $100 billion in the next 15 years. Because the trade between Brazil and China is much more than 100 billion. And in my opinion, the relationship between India and Brazil has a better potential. Both are democracies. Both have the same challenge. So I'm sure that we're gonna achieve great numbers in the next 10, 15 years.